Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back. We're on Cm42TV, just had a really good filming session, did some videos, filmed some stuff for the next few days here on Cm42TV, so stay tuned. I would be forever grateful if you check some of those videos out. And speaking of being forever grateful, I've got a wee announcement to make, an official statement to put out to you guys right here, right now. I have gone and created, let me just get it up here on the laptop, I have gone and created a Patreon for Cm42TV. It's always been something that I've had in my head, but I've never pulled the trigger, I've never done it until now. I thought this would be an ideal time to do so, since we're kind of at the start of a new year, even though we're 2 months in. But anyway, it's 2020, it's a new year. It's really, since I've been doing the podcast a lot more, that's kind of been, it's on my mind and stuff. I've kind of talked about it on the podcast before. I know a few of the listeners out there have commented on that before, and said they'd be interested in hearing what tiers and what benefits and stuff like that you could get and rewards you could get for being a Patreon. So you go over to patreon.com/cm42tv. Very simple, very self-explanatory. I'm lucky enough to get that fucking link, I could have had to come up with something like patreon.com/Chris on YouTube, who does the reactions and that. But luckily it's Cm42TV, and I have created this for a couple of reasons, of course. The number one reason is to cover production costs. What does that mean? I don't even know if I know, but I'll try and explain. Covering production costs are things like, so when I do the podcast, if you don't know, my podcast is the Good Bit podcast. It's a movie podcast where me and my mates sit around and we talk about movies, and it's about people who are in the acting industry and in the film industry who are, still enjoying film and still being fans of like acting and theatre and that sort of thing, and TV and music. And we talk about it on the podcast. It's a lot of fun. It's been going for about 3.5 years now, I think. And it's crazy. It's definitely my favourite, activity to do and stuff. However, when we do it, we film it here. We record it here at my house, or as I like to call it, Good Bit Studios. But in order to get to Good Bit Studios, a lot of people need to travel to get here, public transport, petrol, gas, all that sort of stuff, costs money and that sort of thing, So I'd like to try and start a Patreon to try and raise some funds, to try and stop people from losing money to come and do the podcast with me. I'd like to stop losing money to travel to other people's houses, other people's studios and workplaces, to record the podcast myself and do that sort of stuff. So that's the main reason. I'd love for my guests to not have to pay to come over here. I'd just like to stop losing money to do the podcast. Also, since we're here on Cm42TV on YouTube, I'm here every single day. I don't know if anybody's noticed, but for the past 6 months or something, I've been posting sometimes numerous videos here on the channel every single day, whether it be wrestling, whether it be movies, whether it be reacting, whether it be reviews, it could be other podcasts, it could be anything, but there's always something, new on Cm42TV every day of the week. I took Christmas off because I thought that'd be alright. I'm sure Santa would mind. And just because of that, a lot of things have been slowing down, like my hard drives and, and even the laptop itself. And I'd love, to work towards a goal where I have enough funds to kind of upgrade my equipment a little bit, get a few more lights and microphones and that sort of thing. I just bought a camera about 6 months ago, so that kind of put me in financial trouble. But it was worth it because I've got loads of videos out of it and stuff like that. I was using my phone before, now the videos look so much better, and I'm able to do them every day a lot more, a lot simpler and a lot more convenient and that sort of thing. So in order to continue to do the videos every single day, and I want to put out more. I want to have a routine every single day where I sit down whenever I'm free during the day and just record 1 or 2 videos and post them every day. But sometimes I have to do them in bulk, I have to film them in a schedule sort of thing, plan ahead, release them at different days, that sort of thing. And I love doing that. I love having the channel to to release new videos every day and keep on top of things, interact with you guys. I'm always replying to the comments and that sort of thing. I love hearing what you think, I'm very, very grateful, and I get pure giddy when someone leaves me a comment. I'm like, oh, what are they saying now, whether it's good or bad? And sometimes it can be bad. So I'd love to have more of a connection with the viewers and the subscribers and that sort of thing. So I thought, let's do a Patreon. Let's try and cover those production costs to stop losing money and to stop having my mates and my friends and my family losing money to come and chill with me over here and record some audio, So that's the goal anyway. I'd love to just have to cover those costs. I'm not here looking to make loads of money, to make, millions. I'm not here looking for that. I'm just wanting to stop losing the money to cover some of these production costs, to make it a bit more fun and a bit more convenient, that's all. The perks that you can get if you're on Patreon and you want to subscribe and show me some love, if you're feeling generous, if you've ever enjoyed a video here on Cm42TV, if you thought, that video made me laugh, or it made me want to go and watch some other funny videos, maybe go watch some wrestling, some movies, make me want to go and listen to some music. Or if you've listened to a podcast, you've really enjoyed the podcast, it's helped you through your day at work, your journey to work, whatever, and you feel generous, you'd like to give back and support the show, patreon.com/cm42TV is where you can go. If you enjoy the reactions, but you don't like the fact they're all cut up and they're all, edited and that sort of thing, I have to do that in post-production to avoid copyright strikes and claims. I get a lot of claims, but I don't get many strikes these days, which is great. But if I get many more strikes, the whole, channel's going to go. So I have to cut up the song, or the music video or the trailer or whatever. So to see them in full, with no cuts and with no edits, you can check out on Patreon, and I'm still working on getting that all going and stuff. But on Patreon, I'm going to have all the uncut reactions, unedited. There'll be no jumps, there'll be no cuts. It'll just be the full song, the full trailer, the full music video, and me watching it and reacting it the whole way with no cuts. So you can get it on Patreon. Exclusive videos is the next tier. I'm always filming vlogs. I'm actually doing something right now where I'm filming a video every single day for a sort of personal vlog purpose. You'll get to see all them. Exclusive videos will be exclusive movie reviews, exclusive reactions, exclusive podcasts, only for your eyes and ears are going to be on Patreon as well. You'll get the early access tier as well, which you'll be able to get the podcasts and the reactions and the reviews and all the videos, a day early, a couple of days early, whenever they're filmed, you'll get to see them. You'll get a lot of live stuff early as well, or just as they're happening, exclusive to you guys. That'll be a lot of fun. You'll get to see it before everybody else. The other one was getting to promote anything, that you want on CM42TV, all the good bit on my podcast. If you have a channel, if you have a website, if you have a blog, if you have a, whatever, a social media handle, anything, music, a new song, a short film, anything like that you want me to promote, I can stick your name, on the screen. I can talk about your stuff on CM42TV and all the videos and all the podcasts. You can subscribe to that tier. And the other one is the request a reaction and request a podcast tier, which obviously everyone can do anyway. You can just leave me a comment, and everybody does, and it's great. But you can leave me a comment, you can say what you want me to react to. Where now, when that happens, I have to, add it to the playlist. And because I've got so many, it's kind of hard to get to them straight away. And sometimes I'll not get to the song that's requested for like 2 or 3 months down the line. So if you subscribe to that tier on Patreon, then what can happen is if you request something, then your request goes right to the top of the list. As soon as that request is made, you can work some things out to get that, reaction or that review or that podcast done immediately, and then get it out to you as soon as possible. So if you're going to, subscribe to that tier on Patreon, you'll get instant reactions and your choice, whatever you want, we can do. And of course, the exclusive stuff, the early access stuff, and the uncut and unedited reactions and reviews, and then podcasts and music and that sort of thing. And plus just general chit chat with me, updates, pictures, all that stuff, personal vlogs from my family home video collection, all that stuff is going to be on there. And I'm going to start doing like longer reactions, like watching through full movies, do watch alongs, movies, wrestling shows, wrestling matches, albums, that sort of thing. They'll be on Patreon exclusive as well. And of course, if not, it's totally cool if you don't want to go over to Patreon and help me out and support that way. Supporting here on YouTube is easy enough just by subscribing, sharing with a pal, leaving me a comment. It all means the world to me. I cannot express to you how much it does. So if anybody is feeling generous and feeling kind and has enjoyed any video that I've done, you feel like giving back and you're feeling like doing a good deed, you can subscribe on CM42TV's Patreon. I think it's like $2, $5, $10, $15, $17 or something like that. I don't think it goes much higher than 20, I don't think, but I don't expect many people to go that high anyway. But I mean, even just the uncut reactions one, it's only like $5, which is what, like £3.99 or whatever, I'm not sure. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions of other tiers I could add, and if you're interested, come on Patreon and get to know me a bit better, interact with me and get all that exclusive extra stuff and the early access stuff and the uncut stuff on patreon.com/CM42TV. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I'll see you all tomorrow with a brand new video here on CM42TV, and hopefully some of you on Patreon at patreon.com/CM42TV. Cheers.